Psychology of first impression. Why your brain judges people quickly without or before even trying to understand who they are, before taking time to study them, before trying to actually get a deeper knowledge of who they are, what they stand for. Have you ever judged someone so quickly that you just you just make a decision based on your first judgment about them? Or have you ever been judged by someone in a very quick way that you felt you've been misjudged, or they were wrong about the impression they made out of your meeting them? Has it ever occurred to you like that? Now, welcome to Psychology Compass, where we unravel mysteries behind human behavior, psychology, and behavioral science. And we are here every week to actually discuss psychology the way everyone can understand the reasons behind actions and things we do. So if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and watch this video from beginning to the end, because you never can tell. Understanding reasons behind action, understanding yourself, and understanding people around you may be the first step you have to take in being a better person. So now, let's go. At the beginning of this video, I teased the question that have you ever made a snap decision about someone, just first impression? Has it ever occurred to you? I'll be breaking it down one after the other. And in this video, you will learn what we call halo effect, why it matters a lot. You will learn why our brain judges people so quickly. You will also learn why our brain can be wrong or right in judging people. So follow me. And at the end of this video, I'll be releasing the psychology behind such behavior and how you can make better decisions about people. Thank you. So now, has it ever occurred to you that when you're meeting someone, the first 3, 5, 7, 10 seconds matters a lot? Because that is when opinions are formed. That is when decisions are made. That is the point where people accept or reject your person. Have you ever noticed that that is the most important part? You're meeting somebody for the very first time. You do not have the luxury of time to impress or talk or express yourself. But your presence alone, in the next 3, 4, 5, less than 2 minutes, you must have made an opinion about who you are. And that is why it is very, very important to understand the psychology behind first impression. Because first impression lasts longer. Sometimes it can even be irreversible. So you need to understand that your first impression is actually your opportunity to to be accepted, to project yourself, to make people make good decision about you. So now let's go. What is first impression and why does it matter? First impression is that feeling that somebody that is meeting you for the first time, the feeling that they have the first time they are meeting you, the quick decision they make about who you are, your personality, your character, what you stand for, what you against. The very first core of their interaction with you will be based on that first impression. And that is why it is very, very important. And why does it matter? It matters because every other thing follows the first impression. Every other thing they want to do with you hinges on that first impression. So if you are not careful, if you miss that first impression, or if you send wrong or negative impression to someone that is meeting you for the first time, that wrong impression will stick with them for the rest of their life. And you may not even have the chance to change the impression you have given them for the very first time. So first impression is very, very important. Now, why is it like that? Why do we make snap judgments about people? This is it. This is the reason behind it. Our mind, our forefathers, they psychologically, their mind was built to actually make quick, instant decisions about things because their environment was surrounded by uncertainty. So whenever they see anything strange to them, they must quickly decide either that thing is good or harmful to them. For example, now just imagine yourself, you are in a very you are in the forest and you are seeing one animal for the very first time of your life. The first impression you make of that animal determines your relationship with that animal. If you are to go close, if the animal is dangerous, if the animal can actually kill you, if the animal is carnivorous, if it is herbivorous, the first impression will be what will guide you either to stay alive or not. So many of our forefathers, they stayed alive, and that gene was passed down to us. Even though the environment has changed, the circumstances surrounding our lives have changed, but that gene is still part of our existence. So we make that decision quickly about things, about people. That is why it is not a problem that we make that decision. What's especially about people? It is our survival instinct telling us about what that person stands for, or what do they what do they what did their friendship or relationship mean to us. So that first impression is our survival skill. Now let's go a step further. The fact that you make first impression about someone is not bad. Like I said, it's a good thing. It's part of functionality of your brain to actually scan the environment, scan the person before you make decision about them. But the problem is you can judge wrongly or rightly. Is first impression bad? No. But is it always accurate? No. It can be wrong, it can be right. Think of cast a man back to when you actually meet someone and you judge the person wrongly, only for you to discover later that your impression of them at the first time you met them was not accurate. And you later realize that they are different from the perception that you have created for them. So it happens. It's not always accurate. Let's understand that fact. But why do we actually do that often? The reason why we do that often is because our mind is trying to protect us. And that is what we call halo effect. Halo effect says that whenever maybe somebody appears confident and you have judged that person based on the confidence level, so you easily assume that everything about them is positive. You believe they are trustworthy, they are honest, they are reliable, they are dependable because of the fact that they are confident. So you can be wrong in judging someone. And at the same time, that leads us to another theory in psychology. That is what we call confirmation bias. Confirmation bias happens when you have actually formed an opinion about somebody, and your mind will keep working around the clock to give you reasons why you must stick to that opinion. So if you see so that somebody is not looking very good first time, maybe the person looks like tout or rogues or something, the next thing you start seeing, you start looking for is how to actually judge, to back up your judgment of that person. How to actually make whatever you have thought about them to be accurate. You can actually see them very scary. You can actually realize that, oh, this people, I cannot move close to this person. So in essence, your brain is trying to protect you. That is why your brain actually makes first impression. But so now, what should be on your mind is, how can you always judge people rightly? At the beginning of this video, I promised that I will reveal how you can actually improve your first impression and judge people correctly. Number one way to actually start judging people wrong, to actually make use of good first impression, is to always not make quick decision. Don't make the quick decision about meeting someone. If you meet somebody today, allow allow some level of familiarity, some level of connection before you can actually decide who they are. That's number one. So don't always rush to make quick decision. Number two, allow them to actually review themselves. Because really, your first impression is based on body language, facial contact, and everything you are seeing outward. So when you come closer, you realize the inward quality that they have, and that is what you can actually judge them upon, not just the outward look alone. And number three, why it is also why how you can actually stop judging people wrongly is to actually realize that the outward look you are seeing or the impression you have made of somebody should not be final. You should allow room for discovery. You should allow your mind to discover who they are, not just by forming opinion within the first 20 seconds or 30 seconds of meeting them. So thank you. If you have come this far with this video, kindly put it in the comment section. Have you ever been judged wrongly on your first impression, Or have you also judged someone wrongly by first impression and later realized that you were completely wrong in your judgment about them? So put it in the comment section. Let us see how deep this problem is, and let us see if we can actually develop another video that will explain this into details. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.